Most people ignore their stress levels. But stress is not only hurting your mental well being, it's also hurting your physical well being and your body and your brain because it raises your cortisol levels and it hurts you from the inside out. Burnout, anxiety, overwhelm, exhaustion, all these forms of stress. The key is to break the stress loop that keeps you trapped. After quitting my law practice in the early 1990s, I became a stress consultant. And the reason is because I saw so many lawyers stressed that I became a stress consultant to lawyers to help them reduce their stress and perform better in their practice. And I've been studying stress ever since then. And it's a remarkable beast that can catch any of us off guard. And next thing you know, your body is feeling overwhelmed. You're feeling exhausted. You're feeling jittery perhaps, or you can't focus and concentrate. A lot of the things that people are enduring today, far too much a result of unresolved stress. So as I've worked with just untold number of people, lawyers, business people, small business owners, entrepreneurs, salespeople, etc., deal with stress, I've learned there's 3 important steps, and I'm going to share them with you now. Step 1 is to identify the stress, because you got to know you're stressed in order to deal with it. Right? So you can't just sit there and be shaking or upset or worried and all this and not go, hey, wait a minute, I'm stressed. So that's an awareness. And where can you get that awareness? You can notice that you're not focused. You can notice that you're feeling anxious or a little burnout, or you can notice that your body doesn't feel right, that you keep getting colds or something like that. You can notice that things aren't normal and you don't just feel relaxed and calm and present. So stresses can come up in any number of ways. Your boss can tell you, hey, we're doing that annual review tomorrow. I want to see it on your report on my desk. It can be the professor or the teacher saying, you got a pop quiz tomorrow or right now. It could be your spouse telling you that, hey, I didn't know that we were overdrawn at the bank. It could be that you're looking at medical bills or a medical problem that you don't like and that's really distressing for you or someone else that you love. There's any number of stressors out there, or just watching too much YouTube or Instagram where they're talking about these terrible issues or these problems or those other guys that are so bad. All these things cause stress. And you need to notice that you're feeling stressed. Because if you're feeling stressed and you know you're stressed, then you can go, aha, I have a condition I'm experiencing now and I'm going to change it. Step 2 is deciding to change it. So if you've got a condition and it's stressing you, change it. Now, there's 2 ways to change it. You can change the physical condition or you can change the mental condition. The physical condition might be that, like, I'm going to make it simple. It's too hot in this room right now. I'm going to open a window and let some cool air in. Or I'm going to go ahead, it's too cold. I'm going to put a sweater on. Those are very simple, but they're an example where you can immediately take charge and change something. Another thing you can do, let's say that you've got way too much work on your desk, paper's stacked up, it's piled up, you're overloaded and you're feeling stressed because of that. Well, one of the things you can do is immediately stop and organize it and prioritize it so that you can get your mind wrapped around all the work you have to do. Because most likely what's happening is you've got maybe 2 or 3 big, really important things that need to be done now, but you've also got a huge number of unfinished, unclosed cycles and things that need to be dealt with in time. Or maybe there are things that are laid over from last week that you didn't accomplish, but they're not quite so important as that 2 or 3 big things. By organizing your world mentally and on paper, you get to take a new, fresh look at this, step back and go, okay, I can do this. Now I know what to do. That's why it's really very smart to say, is this important? Is it urgent? Is it something I need to do? Is it something that can wait till later? We often use the ABCD method, right? A, it absolutely has to be done now. B, this is the next best thing I can do. C, this can wait for a little bit and I'll get to it when I can. And D, I don't need to do anything with it now. It's something I need to keep my mind on. I'm going to put it in a parking lot, literally, a piece of paper, you call it parking lot, things I need to get to at some point, someday, maybe. And by prioritizing that and refocusing and putting your stacks of A, B, C, D mentally, or actually the way I used to do it with my file folders, right? When it was back in the paper days, the fact of the matter is it's a big relief. It's a huge relief for you. Now, the second thing around this is that you look at the rest of your life. Oftentimes, we take on too much and we get what's called an open cycle, something that we haven't been paying attention to that we need to. And it's causing you a little background stress. Maybe your spouse or your partner says, hey, you promised you clean the garage and you didn't. and they're looking at you every day going, it's not done. And you think, I have to get it done. So you can do two things with those kinds of open cycles with someone else where there's been an agreement or an assumption that you would get something done and it didn't. Confront it, number one. Hey, I haven't gotten to the garage. I'm sorry. I said I would get to it. I'm going to reprioritize my schedule and I'll do it this weekend. And I need the following three things from you. In other words, what am I saying? You want to go ahead and engage with these things rather than pushing them to the back of your mind and decide, I'll do this. I got to close that. I got to finish this. I got to deal with this person. I got to say no to these people. When you do that, what happens is you're taking back your agency and your authority and you're recharting your course about what you want to do and when you want to do it. It's super important. Now, here's the other part of this. You need to let go of things. There's a lot of things that belong in that parking lot and not on your present day stack of things to do. There's a lot of things we want to do that I would if I could. I've always wanted to take a painting class. I know I'm a horrible painter. The last good painting I did was a finger painting back in the 5th grade. And I'm a horrible painter, but someday I'd like to. Guess where that is? That's in the parking lot. Why? Because I have other important things to do. It's still out there. And when you write it down in the parking lot, what happens is that you're taking it out of your conscious mind, or your subconscious mind rather, and you're putting it someplace you know it is, and your mind knows it's there and can retrieve it later. By organizing your life this way, you radically de-stress. I want to get back to something I said, which was saying no. You need to say no more often if you're stressed with people and social events and commitments and things you've promised to do. We want to help. We want to be good people. We want to go do the fun things. We want to say we'll go to this and do that. We give people sort of nebbishy, sort of wishy-washy answers because we don't want to just say no. What I'm here to tell you is saying no more frees you up and it frees them up. It creates clarity. It creates certainty. It creates also consistency in who you show up as when you say no to the things you don't really want. Let's be honest. You've probably wanted to do some things with friends and they've said no before. You're like, oh, okay, I guess Dave doesn't want to do that. But you're freeing Dave and Dave's freeing you by saying no. You can move on. So go back and look at the things that maybe you haven't said no to that you really want to. And go back and say no. A quick little note, quick little email, quick little voicemail or message. Say, look, I really want to do that and I've got too much on my plate right now. I'm going to say no. I'll go do the Tulip Festival with you next year. So that saying no is super key. Step 3, set yourself up for success. Here's how you do it. You have to pay attention to the external things and the internal things. The external things are like, is my house free of clutter? If you have a clean, open house that's free of clutter, it's less emotional, intellectual stress in the background. If you have said no a lot more, you're organizing your calendar. So organize your calendar and your schedule to leave open spaces for you so that you have room to catch up on surprises and things that happen, right? Make sure you're getting more sleep. Meditate a little bit. And I know it sounds wacky for some people. You can do contemplative prayer. That's fine. You can pray before you go to bed. You can meditate before you go to bed. You can do a breathing exercise. There's tons of information online on how to de-stress before you go to bed. I won't give you the list of 100 things you can do, but they're there. Give yourself like at least an hour of no video, no cell phone, nothing bright light before you go to bed. These things will actually help you de-stress. Because here's the thing. When your body is stressed, you're hurting your brain, your cortisol is going up, your body isn't relaxing enough, you're spending time in fight or flight all day. By the way, that's what stress is fight or flight. So you're spending time in fight or flight all day, your immune system isn't working as well, your digestive system isn't working well. And if you've been under constant stress for years, what happens is you're actually changing your whole body. And you don't want to do that because what they know is long term, the less stress you have, the healthier you are, the longer you live in general. So you want to de-stress your life. Here's another thing, external we talked about, right? Go out with friends. Go to a movie. Go sit and have a coffee and laugh with a bunch of friends or have them over for dinner or whatever you want to do, whatever your thing is. Go for a long walk with someone you love. Get outside in the forest and walk around in a park. De-stress your life by doing things that make you feel good. And that could be bowling. That could be going for a swim. It could be any number of things. But find the things. Remember I said leave that open time in your calendar? Leave that open time in there for you, for your life. Yes, there's a lot of things that are stressful. But there's also the importance of living your life, enjoying your life, because it's going to go so quickly. You want to find yourself having lots of good, beautiful experiences, not just having a series of stresses. So We've packed a lot into this video. There's a whole bunch underneath this. And what I want you to understand is that if you are someone who's just been chugging along under stress all these years and you're just powering through it, that maybe you might want to change your mind. And if you do, and if you're open to changing your mind, it will change your life. In fact, I've created a guide for you down below. There's a link which you can get the Change Your Mind, Change Your Life. It's an incredible little guide. It's a great start place. Go take a look at it, download it, leave a comment down below. What's your number 1, 2, and 3 stressors in life? And what have you done to relax? And what did you like from this video that you can apply today? We'll see you in the next episode.